Alright, let's get the obvious out of the way. About a year ago, let's say that, I uploaded a video where I basically reviewed Sonic Riders. And that review was alright, but it was pretty short, and I felt like all I did was just put that together, in which I actually did. I put that together and, yeah, put it together on my phone pretty much. But after that, I didn't feel like making any more reviews, even though I said I wanted to try out doing basically reviews on video games, since I did it already twice with Mega Man 2 and Sonic Riders. But now, since videos are more harder to make, because of mostly school purposes, I think it's best if I actually give it another try. So let's go. For the third time, we're going to try and do another review. I think it's time we give Sonic Riders the true review. Also, hi, my name's the Danalizer. If you couldn't notice, I have a haircut. But yeah, today we're going to re-review Sonic Riders completely. We're going to review everything about the game, the story mode as well, because I only covered like a small portion of it. So that's what we plan to do today. And for that, we're going to need this old friend of ours, or mine from my childhood, PS2. So let's do this. I don't know how to cut this away. Just, someone cut this out. Just cut it. You want to hear the stuff about the PS2?
Now, I already explained how Sonic Riders plays and the first moments of the story mode, so I'll just keep it short. In Sonic Riders, you use the sticks to accelerate, which is kind of hard to get used to considering I am a player who has played Mario Kart and CTR, but that's more so a personal problem. And you have a boost that allows you to speed up and attack other racers. The boost can also be leveled up by collecting enough rings, but you can also lose all your rings, and I'll explain why later, that there are also moments in the track that your character can grind, fly, or break, which is technically called the gimmicks. Depending on who you're playing as, you can use these gimmicks, but I do have problems with this, mostly with the flying character.
I'm sensing a pattern here, but I'm sure that by the end of this, I will still appreciate this Sonic game. So let's just pop in the disc and play the story. This is Ratchet and Clank. Where the fuck's Sonic Rider?
So the story begins, and Sonic and the gang are walking around looking for the Chaos Emeralds. Three robbers just come out of a building, and they're on hoverboards, and they have one of the Chaos Emeralds. Now I've seen everything. Anyway, Sonic jumps onto the road, ready to end it all, but he misses his chance. And Knuckles punches one of these robbers, failing at capturing them. Then Sonic just jumps on the board like he knows how to use one, but then gets his ass hit off the board by some other green Sonic guy. And then Sonic's like,
new competition!
What, were you expecting a joke? Fine, hold on. Hold on. Hi, I'm a
Alright, let's continue. So, it's daytime, and Eggman comes on TV and says that he's hosting a race, and that the only way to enter this race is through the payment of 1K. Okay, wow, then there are 7. That's pretty convenient. Anyways, we're off in Metal City, which is sort of an introduction level, and this is where new players can learn how Sonic Riders basically works. And you got item boxes, jet stations that refuel your boost at the cost of standing still and losing your place, but that's not all. Ramps to jump up and perform tricks to gain boost, also gain an acceleration once you land. And they even have sort of quick time events where you basically grab the C-stick, I'm not talking about the GameCube edition, what the fuck, and you spin it around in circles.
But yeah, that's Metal City for you. It's a good introduction level. There are a few things I forgot to talk about, like sort of there are secret routes you can take by riding the wave currents that other players make with their boost. You can ride them into secret routes that give you special items, but it's hard to pull off, so it's not really worth mentioning. But yeah, it's a good first level, and I'm sure the rest of the level will be the same. Why do I hear the warning bells?
So Sonic and the gang are talking about what Eggman might be after. Oh, I wonder what that is! And then Amy comes in, blinks at Sonic.
Ugh.
We don't need women, we just need to game.
Oh, and then this swallow named Wave. She basically crushes Tails' self-esteem. Alright, Splash Cannon. The level is pretty good. And with some elements from the first level passed on into the second level, it's not bad. It's just, this is the second level, so Moving on. The next cutscene we see Knuckles walking into the next race until he bumps into Storm the... Hold on a minute. The Albatross. Huh.
I can't tell the difference.
Anyways, these two are about to fight, but instead settle it in the race. And here we are in Eggman Factory. Level design is great, but I do find it weird that Knuckles' level 2 attack, his hands just become bigger. And I don't know why. Oh wait, I do know why, because it's Sonic!
New competition.
Moving on, we get another cutscene. Sonic thinks he's Tony Hawk. Jet comes in, he says Sonic's bad at race. He leaves, Sonic says he has to be good. Tails thinks about himself. Moving on, we're playing as Tails, and we're in Green Cave. I think this is where the level design begins to be, what's the word? Bad! You wanna know why? Because of these pits! These fucking pits! Now, let me explain. I get why they decided to add pits, so that players can't just hold a forward button the whole time, but the punishment for falling down in these pits is way too cruel, and I get it. In the original Sonic, you fall down a pit, you lose all your rings, and when you respawn, it makes sense. But here, the problem is, this isn't Sonic 1, 2, oh for fucking cares! It isn't those platformer games. This is a racing game! You go vroom vroom! So there should be no need to have the same punishment, especially since I already explained how the rings work, and if you're at level 3 and you fall down a pit, the game is basically just kicking you in the balls. And if you want to add on to some of these pits that are put in the most bullshit locations, in fact, let's move on to the next part of the game. And I honestly don't care about the story now. But to sum it up a little bit, I can't breathe. Okay. The semifinals start. Sonic's about to win. The pink bird apparently placed the bomb. Sonic dies. Then Pompeii rises. Eggman takes the freaking cube. And now he's on a mini bike. Okay, that's actually kind of funny. Sonic beats Jet again. And then he tries to use a tornado to kill Eggman alongside Amy. I mean, you know, two birds in one stone. He fails at doing it, and then Amy tries to kill Sonic, and that's all you need to sum up about the hero story. Now back to my problems about the level design. The last two levels of the hero mode show me how bullshit the level design gets from here on out. The first half of Sand Ruins is not that bad. I love the beginning portion in which there are multiple pathways to go towards, and it's a good idea. I love it. I even love how creative they got with the whole grinding sections. And hell, getting shot by a huge crossbow by turning the circle stick around, that I also love. But in the middle of this is a huge pit. Now what I'm about to say is a theory, but I think someone saw the level design in Mario Kart DS and they saw Yoshi's Falls and said, hey, you know what? That thing in Yoshi's Falls where the whole waterfall pulls you in, let's do that. But we put that in Sonic Riders, but it's sand. People will love it. No! Because the sand does its best to try and pull you in, and even if you turned right for a little bit, it could screw you over. Combine that with you needing to be ahead of everyone else, that's basically a recipe for you to lose your place in first. The best chance you have of avoiding this frickin' sand is to ride the boost waves so that you don't have to deal with it, or you can do one of the special gimmicks. And which, let me say something that I've been holding in since the beginning of this review. When the game tells you you can make a turn by spinning the circle crap, or by telling you you can turn. You know, that little stick action that it shows you. When it comes to the flying characters gimmicks, I had no idea how to fly through the fucking rings. And the symbol shows you that the up and down symbol's open, which means if I press up, I'll obviously fly up, correct? Okay, and here's where things get fucking ridiculous. Apparently, it's actually inverted! When I found out about this, I merely wanted to fucking break
The disc.
which leads into my second problem about Sonic Riders. There is no fucking tutorial mode. And before you start commenting, oh, there actually is one, you need to read the book. A fucking book. Do you really think kids are going to read this boring, gray-ass color book and try to find out how to do certain gimmicks? That's like giving someone a gun and they have to figure out how to fire it. Welcome to the Army, maggots. Are you ready to start training?
Sir, yes, sir.
Good. Here's a gun.
Thank you, sir. Okay, hey, what does this button do? But yeah, it's Sonic Riders. I honestly thought I would have like a good outlook on this game, but no. It's hard to like this game, mostly for its two reasons. The lack of a tutorial mode and its level design. As well, the third problem I have with it is also the physics, but I mean, I could actually keep control of my character, so the physics aren't that big of a problem for me. But yeah, thankfully now in the sequel Zero Gravity, they actually learned from their mistakes, the devs I mean, and they added a freaking tutorial mode. I mean, it's kind of weird because they had to do separate things at the same time, but at least there's a tutorial mode. But yeah, I wouldn't be surprised if kids got mad over this game, because it's hard to learn how to freaking play this game. But nowadays, if you actually want to learn how to play Sonic Riders, just look up on YouTube. I mean, there's like tons of tutorials on there. But yeah. There are a few things left to talk about this game, but I don't feel like talking about it, so I'll just do it really fast. There's like a Mario Kart style battle mode, and that's it. And also, I am not doing the Battle Wall Rogue story. I did it for only like 3 stages, and I immediately quit, mostly because the secondary levels are bullcrap with their design. So yeah, that is Sonic Riders. That's what I think about the game. I mean, what do you guys think about the game? Tell me in the comments below. But yeah, thank you everybody so much for watching today's review. Hopefully we can bring out more reviews. I will see all of you in the next one. Dear God.